So let's move to our requests. So we have the first one, which is the add QR code request. So let's move to the requests folder. So here let's change it to true, and we have only one field, which is the content of the QR code. So the content will be, so let's make it required and give it only max of 500. Okay, so we have only one field, so let's use the same thing for the update. So you can use only one request if you want, but for better practicing, so always use two requests, one for the update and one for adding. Okay, so save. So now we have add and update QR code requests. Let's add the routes. Let's move, where is it? Here we have storage, routes, web.php. So we have this one for the welcome page. Let's add another one and make it a resource, and we can, before we add the controller, let's add here QR codes, and we need the controller, which is the QR code controller, and we used class. And as I said before, so here we are not using, where is it? We are not using show method, so we can use here except and we remove show method. Okay, so we'll use all the methods except show method. Okay, so now we have the route, we have QR code, the controller, but don't forget to import the controller here. And as I said, I think we don't need here, so we don't need array here, so only the name of the controller, and we used accept, and we give it the method which is show. Okay, so let's move to the next. So the next, we need to add our resources. So we have this one, which is the welcome. Let's change it to something else. Let's call it home, and let's for now just, so let's change it here from welcome to home. So we will add another controller that will display the home page. So let's add another folder and call it layouts, and inside we need another file. Let's call it app.blade.php. so here we will have the main layout of our project. So here we have the link, we will have the links to the CSS, JS files. So I will copy and paste the contents of this file, and I will explain each line so you can get it from the link in the description. So the link will take you to the source code of this project. So let's see what we have here. So first we have the title, and here we can add also the title of each page. We have the bootstrap.css file. Also here we have main.css file, so we will add it later. We have also the font awesome, so we can add icons, and here we have the Google fonts, so we will add fonts, which is Winky. And we have here Stripe, so we need the js.stripe.com v3, so we can use Stripe. Okay, we have also here some custom styles if we want to add some styles, and we have a body with PG light, container, a card body, and a row, and inside the row we have the content, and also we have navbar. So let's add navbar here. So we need nav navbar.blade.php, and we can add here for now only navbar. So later we will add navbar. So as I said, so here we will have the content, and here we have jQuery, we have bootstrap.js, we have suite alert, and I think jQuery. So yeah, if you want, you can keep it. If you want, you can remove it. So I think we will not need it, but you can keep it because I was planning to add the admin. So I did not add admin yet for this project. So the admin dashboard. So that's why I have here jQuery. So we can use the data tables if we add admin. So I will try to add admin later. If not, you can add it yourself. Okay, so it's easy. So you can display users, QR codes, and also subscriptions. So we will see if I can add it or not. Okay, so that's why I have added jQuery. So we can use the data tables. So here we have bootstrap .js, and we have suite alert, so we can display success and error messages. And here we have success message using session, so we will send. So we are already sending the messages from here. So here when we return, we store QR code, so we send success message. So here we get success message using session, and we display it using suite alert. And same thing if we have an error, so we get the error using session and we display it. Okay, and if we have an info, same thing we do here. Okay, and we have this function. So here, so this function will delete. So if we want to delete, for example, QR codes, plans, when we add admin, also when we add users, so we will use the same function. So this function will get the ID, which is the ID of the form, and we will submit the form using this ID. So we will see that later in action. So for example, here, if we want to delete this QR code, so this message is appearing here. So this is the message, as you can see. So when we click on the button, which is delete, so this function is called. Okay, so we'll use the same function for the QR codes, and also if we add admin, so we'll use it for the plans and users. So we'll call the same function and give it the ID of the form. And here we have two buttons. If we click on cancel, so if we cancel, so here we display the message, are you sure you won't be able to reverse this? So if the user clicks on cancel, so nothing happens. Okay, if he clicks on yes and he confirm, okay, so we submit the form. So as we have seen before, if we click yes, delete it, so the QR code will be deleted. So to not repeat the same thing again and again, so inside QR codes here, and if we add admin and we displayed plans and users and also subscriptions, so we'll use the same function. So only one function to not repeat ourselves. Okay, so this is the meaning of this message or this code, and here we can add some custom JavaScripts. Okay, so now we have our app.blade.php, so we can use it here inside the home page instead of so we can extend and use layouts.app. Okay, so let's close this. So here we can add also section for the title, and the title we can put home for now, and we end the section. So let's remove space and add here. So we need another section, so this one will be for the contents, and for now let's add only home page. Home page. To save, let's run our server. So PHP artisan serve and hit enter. So the server has started. So let's move to our browser and check what we have here. So if we refresh now, so as you can see, we have navbar and the home page. Okay, so let's do something. Let's add the content. So let's use div with row and margin top and or okay, let's use only top of 5 and also div with col and 6 or let's give it 12 and let's give it 12 here, 12. And inside this div, so let's add another div with margin bottom of 3. So here we will have a link, so let's add a link and let's give it text dark, text decoration dash known. And what else? Let's add the route, so it will take us to the route, which is QR codes dot create. And what else here inside? Where is it? So here, let's add an icon and let's give it plus. And here, let's add create a QR code. Okay, so save. Let's take a look. So let's first refresh and take a look at what we have here. So we'll have only one link, which is create a QR code. But I think that here text dark and here we need space, not dash. So refresh again. So now we need, once we click on this link, so we need to be redirected to the form so we can create our first QR code. Okay.